everybody, it's Debbie here. Welcome back to my crafty den. I'm just working on a little mason jar ring to turn it into a wreath. This is the perfect project for anybody that has the country style decor that leads more towards the farmhouse country as opposed to cottage country, and these would work good in a cottage style too. These little rings, these are the 3 that I made last year. I've just pulled off, they have faded out a little bit. It's the same ball of yarn, or not yarn, twine, and I did these ones last year, so they've been stored away and they were out for a year, and I think I might be mistaken. I might have made these 2 years ago. But I used these 3 in a little tiny display that displayed them one above the other. And they looked rather cute. So I just got this out and tore the old greenery off of it because it was rather crushed and broken. I had actually put live greenery on this. So this year I'm just going to redecorate them. But I want some more. I'm going to use these as Christmas ornaments. Yeah, I think they'll look awesome on a tree. So all you do is take your jute twine. Now I use this ball, this massive ball that I got from the hardware store, and I recommend this to anybody that has this type of decor that wants to use this twine for projects. Go and buy yourself a nice big roll of it. Pay the extra bit of money off the start, because I've had this one for 3 or 4 years. I mean, these are rolled pretty tight right to the center. There's no core in these. You pull the center out just like you do a ball of yarn, and you start pulling from the center. So I've had this ball for a long time. I can't even count the number of projects that I've done with it, and there's still a good 1.5 inches of really solid twisted jute twine here, and I think I paid about $8 for that. There's no way I could have got this many projects out of a ball of yarn from the Dollar Tree or Dollarama. I keep saying yarn, but I mean twine. So just twist your twine around your mason jar ring. This is a wide mouth ring, and it will make a nice sized ornament. I'm going to have to do this offline because this is starting to get into where it's curly and it's harder to wrap. But just keep winding it through over and over and over again and wrap it. Just wrap it. And we'll see what you have when you're done. I've wrapped all the way around this, and now to finish this off, there's a space behind this cordage after you've wrapped because of the shape, like in here there's a space. So what I do is I cut my twine and I pry open a little bit of, find a place where you can get it apart like that, and then I just take something like these little scissors and I'll just shove this right. It's easier to say than to do, but yeah, just shove that right in there and bury it. And then put a little dab of glue on it. And then you can cut that off. So it's finished right up. You can hardly see that. And there you have your little wreath. Now, that by itself with a tie and maybe a little tiny bow would look really pretty. But I want to decorate these a little bit differently this year. There's a little thread hanging on that one. I don't take all this stuff off either. I just leave it. Like, the more rustic the better. So this year I'm thinking of taking, I can't even see where my beginning and where my end were now. there, I think. Yeah, so that's the top. Just put a little, I put on this one here, I put 2 of these little bells, and I'm going to take a little sprig of greenery or a tad of ribbon or something and put it over the top. And I've taken these and I've put a piece through and tied a knot. That's what I did last year for these. I tied this knot last year and then just shoved 2 little tiny sprigs of cedar in there last year, which was what I did. A really natural look. So this year, I really like the size of these bells. This is just a bell garland, and I've been cutting it apart. So maybe I'll do 2 gold ones. And so I'm just going to cut some of these bells off. And because of the way they're turned into a garland, they're knotted through here, but they, but the top pieces aren't on them. So put that back. Put this back through here. If I can get that through there, yes. And then, no. I can't thread a needle either. So put a little bit of hot glue on here, like that, just a little tad. And put this top down. Just like that. My fingers aren't working really great today, so I've got one, and I'll do this one too. That down there. There. Then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here, like that, and take these strings and put them in the glue, just like that, so that they hang down. Push that down over top of them so that they don't come off. And there you have the little bells. Now, what little bits of garland would I like to use? I don't even know if I want to use garland. Maybe. It's hard to tell what to use. Oh, I like this. I'll just glue that on there, I think. Maybe this one I'll have this on here. Like that. That's perfect. I like them being very neutral, very very plain. To me, farmhouse has these rustic elements, I guess is the word. So it has rustic elements, but not an overabundance of them. It's a plain, it's plain. So I have this little sprig I'd like to put on here, just like that. So very simple and very plain. Okay, so I finished gluing on my little decorative bits, and I put my bells on, and I did put bells on this one. I took a little bit of this, remember I hauled these packages of 3 different colors of wire a while back from Dollar Tree. So I took a bit of that and I cut myself a length and then twisted it so that it would be double. This is very fine wire. So I twisted it so it would be double the strength and really good. And then I just found a spot on each one where I could shove it through the jute, and I made myself a little hoop. So this can be, I can just flatten this out and put it behind if I want to hang this or set this somewhere where it doesn't show. But I'm going to hang these on my tree this year, so I made this little bit. So these have multiple uses. You could use these as a package topper. You could put a really nice tag on here, and then they have this keepsake as well as their gift. You could use these on a Christmas tree like I'm going to. You can put them, if you have a window that has all the little panes, wouldn't it be cute to have one of these in each pane? And you could use a sticky dot and just stick one in each window pane and have a bunch of them on a big window. They would look so cute. And you're not limited to just using them to decorate a parcel. What if you have a nice flat box, a gift box, and you put the tissue paper in there and you make a set like this and put them in there and give these as a gift? These would make a wonderful gift for somebody, a co-worker, or, you know, as a Secret Santa or something like that, especially for those ones where you are limited to a $10 gift or something like that, because these don't cost very much to make, and you're just giving your time, and something that I think somebody would really appreciate, to get a handmade gift like this. I know that any ornaments I've been given over the years, it's a special feeling as you're unpacking your ornaments to put on your tree, and you haul out and you go, oh, I remember getting this from so-and-so, or oh, I remember the year I was given this. It just floods your senses with all these memories when you have handmade items that you can use every single year. These could be used. One year I took 3 of them and I put them like this so that they were up, but I had a little piece of a louver door, a small little, I don't know what everybody calls them, just a louvered door. And I had it painted white, and I put 3 of these on. It was only about 24 inches, a little one that was about 10 by 24 inches, a single panel. And I painted it white, and I put 3 of these down the front of it and used as a backdrop on a table leaning against the wall, so I could put my other little Christmas knickknacks in front of it. And it looked really cute. So yeah, you're not limited at all to how you use these. And they are so easy to make. A little bit time consuming wrapping, but I mean, I wrapped this one in about 5 minutes, so it's not that bad. And that's the most tedious part. After that, the decorating's just fun. So I have one more idea to show you. I'm just going to move these aside for 1 second. And last year, my granddaughters and I did a crafting day, and I had a bunch of these. I had a whole bag, absolutely, a huge, great, big plastic bag, and it's right full of these the cheap ornaments. And we took out of my pantry a ton of the small rings. Now, these are the small mason jar rings. Just left them plain, tied them in a Christmas tree shape. Let me see if I can get this up a little wee bit so that you can see that. Tied them into this Christmas tree triangle, and then hot glued the balls into them, and left all the bits showing. You don't have to do it like this. You could actually hot glue and E6000 your lids together so that you don't have this rustic. And wouldn't it be pretty with silver lids and silver balls to do a glam one? Or and I mean, of course, I use traditional Christmas colors, but you're not limited to that. What about silver and a pink Christmas tree? For people that are looking for those hard to find decor pieces, make your own. This one is such a simple idea. And that, you know, this is just a Pinterest one, and I put a hanger on the top of it out of the jute, and just absolutely hang it on a door, or Yeah, so I did this, and this is an easy project to do with your kids or your grandkids. So you're not limited to just these little wreaths when you're using mason jars. You can use mason jar lids, mason jars. Yeah, it's just limited to your imagination, and that is all. So I hope I've given you some ideas on how to use these mason jar rings to create some Christmas decor pieces and some decorations. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I appreciate every single bit of interaction with my subscribers. The comments are fabulous. I'm starting to feel like I know people that comment regularly on my channel, and yeah, I feel like I have so many friends out there. So this week, just to let you know, I started my channel on January the 8th. I was home recovering from surgery at the beginning of this year, and bored. Couldn't do anything because they don't let you drive after you've had anesthetic and been on pain medication for surgery. And I had a knee replacement too, so that was another reason I couldn't drive. And for me, 6 weeks of being stuck at home was unbearable. Excuse me, that frog's coming back. But I started crafting because I was limited to the things that I could do and I couldn't go anywhere. And then I started filming them, and I thought, why not? I'll post a video and see if it gets a response. And it did. And before you knew it, I had 100 subscribers, and I chose my channel name because I've always called this my crafty den. My table is my crafty den, or wherever I happen to be. And yeah, so it just kind of grew from there, and I hit 900 subscribers this week. So let's see if we can give this some thumbs up, and let's see if we can get me to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. That would be phenomenal. I'm excited beyond words to be this close. So yeah, have a great day, everybody, and bye-bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.